Previously. Dennis, this is your last warning. Just watch it. Unless my eyes are deceiving me, I've just received a message intended for Dennis's eyes only. He sent it to the wrong number. I thought we had seen the end of this snow, but no, it's back again. Although it's only going to be short-lived. I've seen the forecast and it is just supposed to be a few flurries this morning, so hopefully it's not really going to amount to much. It shouldn't really even settle, but we will see. We'll see if the weather forecast was right. I can see there's some over on the hills. It has settled on the hills. Anyway, moving on to the more pressing matters. Yes, Peter and Dennis. So what I'm going to do is drive through this fairly light snow over to Dennis's place, and I'm going to go and speak to him and do a little bit of a private investigation. I do need to get back to the farm as soon as possible though, because the cows will require me to feed them. Oh look, it's the new piece of surface just there. All that work for that. Although that piece is extremely smooth. Although it only takes about a second to drive over it and find that out. So yeah, Dennis did actually text me again. He said he had something to show me, something very important. He always does. But actually I think this time it is actually very important. So we're going to go and find out what he has discovered. Hopefully nothing too serious, because I'm still sort of wanting to believe Peter and, you know, hope that he isn't actually doing anything wrong here. Yeah, it seems to be just melting as soon as it touches the ground, the snow. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. I hope not anyway, because the crops are doing very well, and I did even fertilise them yesterday, so this is a bit of a shock to the system. Didn't realise there was actually going to be any more snow. The hills over there can keep their snow. Here we are. Right, this is Dennis's new place. He has actually completely sold the pub. Well, I suppose he wouldn't really just sell one room of it. He has sold the whole pub anyway. It looks like he's in. He's still got the removal van here. So anyway, let's go and discover what he has discovered. Let's hope he's not just going to make anything up here.
Bruh, it's very cold, isn't it, Daggerwin?
Freezing, yeah. It's getting heavier too. What have you found anyway? Anything interesting?
Aye, unfortunately. Go up to the top yard, turn left through the gate, then turn right immediately. Tell me what you see on pallets.
Right, okay. This really is getting heavier. Hopefully I can get the tractor past there. Yeah, should be able to. Should be able to get a bus through there. It's one of the good things about having a small tractor. Yeah, I'm turning into a bit of a detective here. I don't really want to, it's just I want to get to the bottom of this mystery. I wouldn't have even thought anything of all this if Dennis hadn't caught that clip of Peter on his CCTV where he drove up here randomly for 2 hours, almost 2 hours, 1 hour and 58 minutes I think it was. He parked over here and he was doing something around the corner. So as Dennis said, go up to the top of the yard, turn left I think he said, through a gate which is this gate here, then turn right and then see what's on the pallets. Right, so we've got poison, seems like a strange thing to keep up here, and some seed. Okay, well the only thing which I would say about this is it's very strange to keep some poison here. In fact, it's also quite strange to keep some seed here. Shouldn't they be inside undercover? I suppose they are. Yeah, they are plastic bags, so they are going to be quite waterproof. Mud though, and we saw plenty of mud on Peter's trailer. There does seem to be some footprints around here as well. Let's just see, anything near... Aha! Fresh footprints filled with water. Okay. Right, so let's go and discover if we can get through this very small blizzard. Let's go and discover what it is that Dennis thinks is so strange about these. As far as I can see, the only thing which is strange is there is poison here. I don't know why you'd keep so much poison outside in what is going to be a sheep's field. Yes, I really am not liking the look of this. It's much heavier than I ever thought it was going to be. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's just going to all pile in now and then it will just disappear and anything which does settle will just melt. Hopefully, because I've got stuff to do. Although I've got to say, it's quite pretty. I do like the snow. Just at the right time of year. It's now spring. We don't want it. Okay, Dennis. he should really get that gate open too. Let's go and find some more stuff out.
Well, did you see?
Yes, I saw a whole pallet load of poison and a whole pallet load of seed.
Aye, aye. Now the weird thing about it is the seed is mine, but the poison, that wasn't there before.
So that's what he was doing then, dropping off poison.
Well, it looks like it, doesn't it? The seed bags are filled with poison, and the poison bags are filled with seed.
So that's what he was doing for almost 2 hours, transferring the contents from one to the other.
Well, I can't see what else he would be doing. I tell you, he doesn't want me here.
Right, okay. Well, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to go and speak to Peter, see what he says. Let's go. We've got to find out. Maybe I should also be a bit sneaky and have a quick look around as well, just to see if I can see anything around his farm which could link him to this. Well, the snow has turned to rain. Like I thought, it's getting much milder. So, yeah, we're not going to see any coverings of snow today. But we are going to see plenty of wet roads and wet fields. In fact, the fields are just way too wet to be in. I never did manage to get the slurry onto that lower field, but I'm actually very pleased that I didn't, because I think it would have just been washed away. It's also on a hillside, so with all this persistent rain and snow that we're having today, it would have just been a big mistake applying it. So I think really it's all turned out quite well. Okay, so we're almost there. Almost at Peter's. The turning is just here. Up this very muddy track. Right, okay, so let's just have a quick poke around first. I really shouldn't do. Hopefully you didn't hear the tractor arrive. You could mistake it as anybody else's tractor. Paula could be bringing a tractor to the farm. Okay, let's have a look in here. Stop right there. What do you think you're doing, snooping around? I'm not snooping around, I work here. Come on, Daggerwin, I know what you're up to. Okay, well, I'll be honest. That message that you sent to Dennis yesterday, you actually sent it to me by mistake. And guess what? I've just been to Dennis's, and we found out what you were doing. Oh, of course you have. You always were a busybody. What was I up to then? From what I can see, transferring poison into bags of seed. Ha, good one. Yeah, you stick with that idea, and you'll soon have no job. In that case then, you won't object if I just go and have a very quick look in your shed to see what you've been up to. Come back here. What are you doing? Right, let's see what's really going on. Aha. Poison. Was that the next delivery then? I don't know what you're talking about. Now, leave, or I call the police. Oh, don't worry, Peter. I'm sure we'll be calling them ourselves. Consider yourself fired, Daggerwin. Get yourself out of my house and get your clutter off my farm. Oh, I'm leaving. I'll have to get these taken down. Dad's brush cutting services. Well, from what I can see, I don't think he's been trying to poison animals, because the seed which is there, I'm sure, was dress seed for planting crops with. So maybe he was trying to, well, obviously sabotage that to ruin a crop of wheat? I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, it looks like my days here have come to an end. What's he calling clutter anyway? It's a decent brush cutter. I've no idea where I'm going to go. I've got nowhere to stay. I can take my machinery over to my field, but I can't really live there. I suppose I could spend the night in the shed. I don't really want to, and I haven't got a trailer for this. Ah dear. Right, let's see what else there is. I don't think I've got anything else of mine here. No. All seems to be just Peter's clutter. Well, I'm not going to neglect these cows. Let's just make sure they've got enough water. Peter will have to come and work here. I suppose Paula might get the opportunity to be farm manager. Hopefully she does. Although I don't know why she'd want to work for him. Right then, cows. It's been a good time here. I'm moving on. All tidy. All empty. Right, okay. I think I'll take the Ford tractor first. I'll come back for the brush cutter. I have to drive it up the verge, I think. I can't put it on the road. Just wondering if I do have anything, but the only thing I can think of is a pallet fork. I do have a 3-point linkage pallet fork. I don't know if it would be possible to actually drive the tractor and the mower on the back over to my field. I really don't know. But I'll have a look at it. I'll see how long the tines are, see if I think it'd be possible. I don't think it would be. I think I'll be better off just driving it up this grass verge. I can't really drive it on the road, it's too slow, and obviously not really road legal, but yeah, on the grass shouldn't be an issue. I really regret selling the caravan. It could have been a perfect opportunity. They have a caravan. Don't be silly, Daggerwin, I can't just take their caravan. Or maybe I could borrow it. That is actually an idea. That is an idea I could do, possibly. I wonder if they're in. It's going to seem like a very strange question, but at least it'll be somewhere to stay for tonight, and maybe a few nights, I don't know. Okay, well we'll go and put this down in the shed here. There is the pallet fork with the bag of seed on it. Hopefully he hasn't been tampering with my seed. This actually is chicken feed though, the other stuff was dress seed. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go on there. So I will commence walking. Such a lovely walk in the rain. I need somewhere warm and dry to stay. Okay, well here we are back over at the farm. Looks like it might be the last time I'm ever here. I did like this little lawn here. It was nice. But it's time to leave. Time to make a fresh start. But sooner than expected. I thought things were going well. Clearly, they weren't. Now there's only one glimmer of hope here, and that is that I remember the people that I bought the baler from a week or so ago. They were going to move soon. I don't know if they've already moved, but if their house is on the market, then I could definitely go and take a look. The only thing is I would have to sell my field. I just can't afford to extend the mortgage or anything like that. The money which I have already belongs to the bank anyway. I already have a loan outstanding of £320,000, so it would have to be sold. It really would. This thing is quite fast actually. It was much faster than I expected it to be. I just need to get it undercover, and it might mean that I have to sell it as well. I don't want it to come to that, but if I need the money, then I have to go. Alright, I'll cut across here. At least I do have some eggs to eat. That's one positive. Whoa, it's quite a fast thing this. Yeah, I'll put it in this shed over here. I think really I should call Dennis and let him know what's happened. I'm not expecting much sympathy from him, although he does seem to have a fairly sympathetic side, which is astonishing. Okay, let's just stand under cover here.
Dennis speaking.
Dennis, just to update you, I've been to Peter's and I've discovered way more poison in the livestock trailer which went to your farm. He's up to something, that's for sure, something illegal. Now, I just want to ask you a question first. The seed which you have over at your farm, what were you actually using it for?
Oh, it's nothing to do with me. It was there when I bought the farm.
So, he sabotaged it for no reason?
Well, I wasn't even going to use it, actually.
I don't know what his game is here. I don't know if he maybe thought you were going to feed it to the sheep or something. Is it dress seed or is it just normal seed?
Oh, no, it's just seed. Straight from a combine.
Ah, well that would explain it then, I suppose. Anyway, he's fired me, and I have nowhere to live. I'm currently standing in a shed, my only place of shelter currently. So, I've got to find a new job, and a new house.
Oh dear. What a shame. Daggerwin, I've just remembered. I've got a guest room you can use.
Really? Well, that'd be very good of you, Dennis, but I wouldn't want to stay for too long. I wouldn't want to outstay my welcome.
No. Stay as long as you like.
Well, that's a stroke of luck. I've been offered a room at Dennis's. I would not want to stay in the same building as him for too long, though, because he's a bit strange, but that's very kind of him, so I think I'm going to have to take him up on the offer. And now the rain stops, just as I've, got back to the farm. Okay, well, I think for today I will head over to Dennis's then. See if he has got an available room. And then, well, looks like the house hunting is going to start tomorrow, and this place will most likely be going on the market. Oh, and the chickens and the sheep will have to come with. Although, if Dennis is looking after sheep, well, these two could relocate. As for the chickens, I'm sure we could find somewhere for them. Although, like I say, yes, I do not want to stay in the same house as Dennis for too long. The animals, on the other hand, can stay at his farm if they want to. I forgot my baler, but yeah, luckily Peter wasn't there, so I've just managed to nip in again and get it. Anyway, how has my life ended up like this?